What's up, everybody? Big Jew here, and this is going to be like, I guess, my first wrestling video thing. I was going to do a wrestling show about SmackDown from, I guess, a couple weeks ago, but I didn't really like it. I mean, I did the whole video, but I just didn't really care for it. But this isn't really going to be covering a whole show. I don't really know if I could do such a thing because I have to go work at 11 at night usually. And guess when Raw and Impact end? Yeah, they end at like a little bit after 11. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But, SmackDown I could do. I might do this Friday's SmackDown. I really don't know yet, but we'll play it by ear, see what's going on. See if I have anything to do that day or something. And if I don't, then, you know, whatever, I'll take the necessary notes that is required to review such a show, such as SmackDown or Raw or whatever. Spoonie and Darkside Phil already do that, and a couple of other guys, I guess. But I don't know. I mean, whatever. Mine will be a little bit different than theirs, and you know, whatever. Everyone has their own little. Everyone has their differences, so whatever. I am going to cover something on Monday Night Raw, however, this past Monday that was pretty amazing. So for a while on Monday Night Raw and on Friday Night SmackDown, they've been doing a thing where, you know, where there's going to be a guest host for WrestleMania 27. They haven't really, and the best part about this is, or the good part rather, the only good part about it is they haven't been hinting at anybody, except that the guest host will be revealed on the Raw from last Monday, which was right next to Hollywood. So, you know, of course it was going to be some Hollywood person, whatever, some famous, douchebag or whatever who doesn't really know about wrestling, probably going to be hosting WrestleMania. I think that's what they wanted the fans to be going for, you know what I mean? This way when the actual host gets announced, oh, then the crowd's going to go, you know, apeshit because holy crap, we didn't see that coming at all. So Monday Night Raw, the guest host was going to be revealed. My first guess was going to be that it was Lady Gaga, for two reasons. One, you know, she came out with that new single, that Born This Way single, that really just sucks. Right? It's just really bad. Like, I heard it while walking to school today, through someone's like windshield. I heard like some of the lyrics that everyone has posted on Facebook, by the way, which I'm also getting very tired of. But, you know, so I thought it was going to be Lady Gaga for that reason, you know, because she's like, you know, the in thing of the current in thing today, and that on Monday Night Raw it showed someone coming out of a limo, and she was wearing heels, and I'm like, oh no, it is Lady Gaga. No, but whatever. So, and the host of the WrestleMania 27 was going to be announced at the end of the hour, at the end of the show, pretty much, like going into 11 o'clock. And I didn't have to work Monday night, and I usually do, so I was able to catch the whole show. So, you know, the show keeps going, and they get to the end of it, and the end of it, it's about 10:50. So I know this is going to be like it's going to be either a really short segment or it's going to be like a disgustingly long segment. So they dim and darken the lights for the announcement of the guest host, and it does this little like this electrical storm thing for a while or whatever. Oh, say hello to my cat, by the way. My cat says hi. And now he's going down to the floor. Yeah, he gets pretty crazy when I start doing vlogs. Anyway, yeah, so they do this like little electrical storm thing, and I'm like, oh god. But then Then they play the music. They play entrance music, and they play "If You Smell," and I'm like, what? And yeah, The Rock appeared, and I'm like, the what? The Rock is on, and like I couldn't even believe it for the first few seconds. I was like, no, this can't be. This can't be. I thought The Rock, walked away from wrestling, a long time ago, but apparently not. Apparently he was like, all right, hey, I want to go back to wrestling. So, The Rock comes in and he does a giant promo. I mean, this is like a 20-minute freaking promo. And he had me captivated the whole time because it's The Rock. Yeah. So I actually, if you want to talk about wrestlers, I thought maybe Triple H was gonna host it, or Chris Jericho, or Shawn Michaels. I thought Shawn Michaels may have hosted it. Since he's retired, so he may as well be WrestleMania host. But no, it was The Rock, and The Rock was all like, "Hey man, I was doing movies for a while. It's been 7 years since I've been in wrestling at all, and I just want to let you know how happy I am to be back." And he's like, finally The Rock has come back to Monday Night Raw, and he's like, finally The Rock has come back home, and I'm like, yeah, he's come back home. Awesome. And about halfway through the promo, they do the whole, get an email from the general manager thing, and Michael Cole has to go up on the lecture stand and read it, and Michael Cole is like, "May I have your attention, please?" And The Rock is like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 Michael Cole, if you go any further with this, I'm gonna, break my foot off in your ass and take a picture of it and put it on my Facebook." So that was pretty hilarious. And then The Rock did the whole, "Oh, what do you think about that?" And Michael Cole's like, "You know what I think?" And The Rock is like, "It doesn't matter what you think," and all that good stuff. He pretty much brought in every promo that he's been doing since 1998, I guess. The whole "it doesn't matter," and the pie eating, wow, jabroni beating, whatever. I forget the whole promo. It's on YouTube somewhere. I know that. It's got to be on YouTube somewhere. So that was pretty awesome. It was pretty amazing. And then towards the end of the promo, he says, "Hey, there's one guy who have wanted to get back in the ring with for so long, for these whole 7 years. This guy's been talking a lot of trash about The Rock." And I'm like, oh god, it's gotta be like I'm like, alright, it's either Triple H, or it's The Undertaker coming back, and The Rock maybe be ending the streak or something, which I thought would be pretty damn cool if The Rock ended The Undertaker's streak. But who knows? Who knows who it's gonna be? Who knows? With WWE's logic, they're probably just gonna have it. They're probably just gonna have a perfect streak until The Undertaker retires, or The Undertaker will lose, and then he'll retire right after because the streak's over. So The Undertaker won't have it in him anymore, or something like that. I don't know. I thought it might have been Shawn Michaels coming in from retirement for like a one match only with The Rock, which would have been pretty cool because we've never seen The Rock versus Shawn Michaels ever. Even when Shawn Michaels was around, and then when The Rock was around, both of them being around in 1998 and 2002 and 2003 and in 2004, they never were in an actual match. They did segments together. I remember that back when Michaels was recovering from his injuries, but they never did a match together. That would have been beautiful. And I thought it was just gonna be one of those guys or Chris Jericho or something. And then he announces that he's gonna wrestle against John Cena. And I'm like, alright, I like it. And the reason why I like it is because The Rock is over as a good guy. He gets cheered whether or not he plays the role of good guy or bad guy. It makes no damn difference. So that's good. But this clearly is not going to be good guy versus good guy, because when he mentioned John Cena's name, the crowd went nuts. The crowd booed the hell out of that announcement. Rock was like, I'm going to go up against John Cena. And everyone was like, boo, John Cena sucks. And then they did a Cena sucks chant, which was, there you go. So, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be WrestleMania 27, The Rock versus John Cena. And like The Rock was saying, it's going to be 7 years since The Rock has been in a WrestleMania. Last one he was at was number 20, which of course he was going to be in WrestleMania 20. I thought he was going to be WrestleMania 25, but then again he inducted what's his name? Did he induct his own father, Rocky Johnson? I don't remember. It was either that or someone else. I don't remember. Either that or the Wild Samoans. I don't remember. I really don't remember. But it's been 2 years since we saw The Rock, I guess, and now it's going to be 7 years since he started wrestling again. So I don't know. That's going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be very cool to see, and it's just I'm going to like it. I'm going to love it a lot. I understand why it's going to be Rock versus Cena. First of all, the internet wrestling community has wanted this for a long time. They've wanted to see Rock versus Cena for probably 5 or so years, something like that. If Rock would say ever return, I want him to go up against John Cena. I've been saying that for a while. I wanted to have The Rock versus John Cena WrestleMania 22, or something like that. But, you can't always get what you want. But, hey, now we're getting it. WrestleMania 27, Rock versus John Cena. John Cena, in my estimation, my guess is that he is going to turn bad guy, and he's going to make a really good bad guy turn. He's not going to, rejoin the Nexus or anything like that. He's just going to be a bad guy. He's just going to be, he's going to be like, I imagine that he would cut a promo, similar to the likes of, man, how dare The Rock say that about me when I picked up where he left off, and he doesn't know about hustle, loyalty, respect, and he can't see me and all that. Which The Rock made fun of, by the way, and it was hilarious. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. I'm not gonna say exactly what The Rock said, but he was just mimicking John Cena. He was like, you can't see me. I can see you, but you can't see me. And did that. And he made fun of all the shirts that John Cena wears. He was all like, hey, you wear purple shirts, you wear neon green shirts, and you wear strawberry red shirts. So what are you, Fruity Pebbles? That was just beautiful. But there you go. Excellent move on WWE's part for bringing The Rock back in. Would have been cool if they brought in even Steve Austin or Triple H or anyone who the WWE hasn't seen in a long time, And when Steve Austin was guest hosting Monday Night Raw, I thought that was okay. It wasn't beautiful, but it was alright, But they brought back The Rock. That was nice. And no one saw him. I really doubt anyone saw it coming. And if they do, if anyone did see it coming, they're probably either lying, or they work for WWE, or they're just a goddamn psychic, because I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming at all. So there you go. That's my take on The Rock coming back to WWE. Another thing, I really hope that The Rock stays this time, at least for a year or something like that. At least for maybe a year or even until SummerSlam or until like Survivor Series or something like that. Because I don't want him to be coming in and then he does like WrestleMania, does Backlash, and then he's done. You know? I don't know. I don't like those kind of Rock returns. I mean, he did that in 2003 and he did that in 2004, and I just, I didn't like that at all. I thought it was stupid. Really thought it was just, it was dumb. Because it left you wanting more. Just didn't like it. So I hope they don't do that this time. I hope WWE has learned their lesson that, if The Rock's going to come back, have him come back for a while. Doesn't have to be like some 5-year contract where he's here until like 2018, or something like that. It doesn't have to be that. Certainly doesn't have to be a guaranteed contract. I don't know if they do those anymore, but whatever. But you keep The Rock around for a while and have him stay as a good guy, because now he's been over for a long time. He could draw heat, but you don't need a bad guy Rock anymore. Come on. Got too many more bad guys. Anyway, there's my take on The Rock coming back to WWE. Thank God. Alright, I'm out of here. Peace.